Next, I'd like to talk to you about the other modalities that are included with Chinese medicine. Most people don't realize that Chinese medicine, much like Western medicine, is a complete medicine and that it has multiple modalities within it. So the most popular one is obviously acupuncture. That's the one that most people know. After acupuncture, the next pillar of Chinese medicine is using heat therapy. It's really controversial in Western society. A lot of people recommend using cold, but traditionally in Chinese medicine, we would always use heat. Why do we use heat? Because it increases blood flow, and blood flow is how your body heals itself. When we're talking about heat, there are two different theories between Western medicine and Eastern medicine. If you've had an acute injury like spraining your ankle and you have swelling, then Western medicine will say, the swelling is not good, let's use ice to decrease the swelling, and when we decrease the swelling, that will decrease the pain. We know for sure that ice will decrease the swelling. However, in Chinese medicine, when we decrease the swelling, we're also decreasing our own healing process. We want that swelling. It's how your body's trying to heal itself. So even though heat might increase swelling temporarily, it also speeds the healing process a lot. The next modality in Chinese medicine is external therapies, like similar to massage. It's Chinese massage known as Tui Na. In our clinic, we offer Swedish massage. We have licensed massage therapists, but that is a major part of Chinese medicine. And then additionally, we're going to have other interesting modalities like fire cupping and gua sha. Fire cupping and gua sha are fantastic for getting rid of knots and just stuck pain that won't move. What happens in the circulatory system is that as we age, the capillaries, they start to age too, just like an old garden hose in the back shed that's been there for 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 years. And much like those hoses in the back, sometimes you just have to go through and replace them. So if you have pain that is just stuck, and a knot that can't get released, most of us have one here, or maybe one between the shoulder blades, using a cup with suction will actually help to suck the blood flow up to that area to break the capillaries in order to ignite the healing process so that your body starts replacing those blood vessels with new, fresh blood vessels that can actually start to get the nutrients into the tissue and get the waste product out. If cupping doesn't work, our next option is scraping or gua sha. Really similar. In both of these, bruising is the desired effect. In the informed consent, we'll talk about how that's a side effect, but right now I want you to know that's what we're actually trying to do. By breaking these blood vessels, your body will react in such a powerful way to heal this area of your body. The results are amazing. The next pillar of Chinese medicine is Chinese herbs or herbology. This is taking internal medicine or even applying herbal medicine topically to the body. I've studied a lot of forms of herbs through the years. I've looked into Western herbs, Ayurvedic herbs, Chinese herbs, and I can say by far the most sophisticated herbal literature I've come across is Chinese herbology. It's really amazing. There are literally thousands of herbal formulas to treat almost every disease known to man. We have a lot of different formulas in our clinic to treat common disorders like anxiety, depression, and insomnia. There are also herbal formulas that help a lot with pain, inflammation, and can even get into other issues like healing the digestive system, healing the lungs, other organs of the body. What I really love about Chinese herbs is that over 2,000 years, they've collected all of this information on which herbs work the best with which type of a person, and also what the common side effects of different herbs are, and then they use more herbs to make sure to treat the side effects. So often there are no side effects at all with different Chinese herbs. If somebody has any kind of side effects, we can modify just a couple of herbs and make a formula that's perfectly tailored to each individual person. Next is nutrition. Nutrition is really similar to using herbs. This is a way of taking nutrients into our body to heal ourselves. Chinese nutrition is a little different than Western nutrition. We view foods a little bit differently, and we go through a lot of eating hygiene with our people, which is a lot more of how to eat rather than what to eat. But there is a lot of good advice within the world of Chinese medicine. Next, we'll get into Qigong. In our studio, we practice yoga. I view the yoga and Qigong are very similar on the body. One of the things that we talk about, again, when it comes to blood flow, a lot of common American activities will actually degrade the circulatory system. When you have a repetitive movement again and again and again and again and again, and if you think of, again, the blood vessels just like these hoses going through each of the joints, when we kink a hose repeatedly, that will eventually injure the hose. Also, the nerves, they're a lot like electrical wires. They also flow through all of the joints. And like an electrical wire, again, you don't want to kink it repeatedly in the same place. So when we're looking at yoga or Qigong, what's really amazing about these styles of exercise is that they enhance circulation by creating length and circular movements throughout the joints and really optimizing the flow of blood and nerve conduction through the different joints of the body so that you can feel really good. It's not necessarily about working out the muscular system, it's about activating the flow of blood and activating nerve conduction so that you feel good. One of my other favorite things about these two styles of exercise is that they activate the internal organs. I know, that's an interesting thought, but when you think to the scene in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, you can live without your arms, you can live without your legs, and this American notion of having stronger arms and legs to be healthy is just not valid. Ultimately, when it comes to good, vibrant health, healthy heart, healthy lungs, healthy gut, liver, kidneys, this is how you're gonna feel good, how you'll feel vibrant. You can do 10,000 push-ups and still die of a heart attack. It's true. You can live without arms and legs and be happy and thriving. So these styles of exercise really activate the internal organs so that they work optimally and you are thriving. Next up is the breathing exercise. We will talk a lot about breath. As I mentioned before, the original definition of Qi, one of the definitions of Qi, or one aspect of Qi, is the fine essence of the air that we breathe that enters into the blood flow, or the oxygen. Oxygen is the most important nutrient in your body. It's more important than food, it's more important than water. You can live weeks without food, days without water, but only minutes without air. And if you live here in Utah, you know very well that very bad air can make you feel unwell. So it's important to actually optimize the oxygen intake into your body so that you can get better circulation and really heal. And then finally is coming into meditation. So starting off in acupuncture will just induce a meditative state. And it's really nice because you don't have to try, you don't have to be good at it, it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna put you in this meditative space where your body can heal itself. As you get better and better at acupuncture, it's easier to move into a meditation process on your own. So whether that's with a Qigong practice or a yoga practice or just a meditation practice on its own, that gets a lot easier after you've done acupuncture. And again, in meditation, as I mentioned before, this is where we can really enhance the body's ability to heal itself. And these are all of the different modalities of Chinese medicine.